Hello, everybody. I'm in a very giggly mood, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Hello, happy Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday I'll do. Happy Tuesday, lunchtime. It's a lunchtime affair today. So hopefully you're all busy at work. Well, not, hopefully you're all busy at work, earning the spends to spend on your ginger tonics, your rums, your vodkas, your liqueurs. And I've got to tell you a quick story just before bring Belen on. We're here today, by the way, talking to the lovely Belen from Whimsical Forager. Quite posh, to be honest with you. So she probably doesn't appreciate when I said, as I walked up the stairs with a cup of tea and I laughed to myself, I think we're having some afternoon delight on camera with Belen. And then I realised what afternoon delight means. So let's... Now, where's the camera? Now, hello. Does your very beautiful products, do they induce afternoon delight?
I think they do, yeah. They are, in fact, Kate, absolutely perfect for before or after or during afternoon delight. I think very versatile these liquids are.
So what everybody won't know is that I walked in here and Belen said, "Hi, are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, fine. Just realised what afternoon delight means," because I was about to say to everybody a little bit of afternoon delight with Whimsical Forager, which is true, just not in the, we're not going to do the rude stuff, are we?
No, we're not going to do the rude stuff.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that, especially not at 1 o'clock on a Tuesday. My goodness, right. This is unusual.
I know. I've never seen you with a mug in your hand before, Kate. I've got to be honest.
Oh, it's for show only. I don't normally drink, non-alcoholic spirits. Hello, my lovely friend. How are you?
Really good. Very good. It's very sunny down here, so all perky.
Are you down in Cornwall?
I'm actually in Bournemouth, so I actually physically live in Bournemouth, so still by the sea. Distilleries in Cornwall, but yeah, no, I'm by the sea in Bournemouth. So if you hear any noisy seagulls, that is what it is.
Oh, how nice. That's nice. If you're going to hear interrupted by anything, it's a seagull because you're by the sea. Mine's a border terrier at the door. So tell us about the Whimsical Forager, which, can I just say, beautiful name. And I think I said this to you on Instagram. Beautiful name, beautiful brand. Like, just
you love it, don't you?
I do love it. It's a lesson in branding and how to do quality looking stuff as well as the liquid inside. So I do love it. But tell us about the Whimsical Forager. When did you start? What is it? What's the kind of premise behind it?
Right. So I am 17 years in the drinks industry, but I've always worked on other people's brands. So I've worked on beer brands, I've worked on spirit brands. And last year, started having the ideas probably sort of beginning of last year, really. So sort of pre-lockdown, pre-pandemic, and I was working at Jägermeister. I was head of sales operations and national route to market, and had a lovely, nice little safe, secure job.
Right.
And then these ideas kept bubbling, and I've got 2 brands, Kate, but obviously we'll talk about just Whimsical Forager today.
Well, can we show you well today?
We can do it if you want to do it. We can do that. We can go a bit exclusive. And yeah, it got to the point where the ideas just kept bubbling and kind of had to sort of make a decision and either do it or not do it. So the idea for Whimsical Forager originally was taking like really classic sort of proposition of a limoncello. So really, really familiar, have it as an aperitif or a digestif, but then elevating it to kind of like the next level. So that was the whole idea of doing lemon and basil. I think everyone loves the kind of having a limoncello at the end of their meal, but it's more about the occasion and the celebration rather than the actual liquid, because most of them are pretty naff, let's be honest, and a little bit synthetic. So when I was talking to the distiller, it was like, we want to make something massively handcrafted, totally natural, and that's what you get with the lemon and basil.
I'm not going to lie to you. I went downstairs and I was looking for it because I've got these two.
Ones. Yeah.
I know what I did. I drank that over ice.
Yeah. Just totally neat, and that's the beauty of it. So it's totally natural handcrafted liquid, so it tastes really natural. So 2.5 lemons in every one of the big bottles, and then you've obviously got the basil, which just kind of cuts through the sharpness of the lemon. You can drink it completely neat. You can serve it long with tonic, soda, or have it in a cocktail, or you can spritz it with Prosecco. So properly nice little versatile liquid. The lemon and basil is gin based, so you know, but I don't position them as flavored gins or flavored vodkas. They're botanical liqueurs. That's kind of the premise of them. So and then that's kind of where it sort of started. So elevating a really familiar flavour, but then obviously ideas keep bubbling, and then you kind of go into different flavour combinations. And so then we've got orange and tarragon,
which is really interesting. I'm a big bit of this one. Orange and tarragon, where I don't think I've had orange and tarragon before. Where did that come from? Why did you choose?
It's quite, so if you kind of look at sort of flavour profiles and flavour wheels and stuff, it's quite a common combination that kind of chefs use. So it's, again, if you look at a classic kind of orange liqueur, and it was just taking that really familiar flavour and then just giving it a twist. So all of the flavours are just basically taking familiar flavours and then just giving them a little bit of a pimp up, basically. So the orange and tarragon, you'll get the aniseed from the tarragon, but that works particularly well with Prosecco because it just tastes like a bit of a spiked mimosa type thing. So they're really great liquids, but again, you can drink them, drink that one neat as well. That's probably one of my favourites, kind of over ice, sort of nightcap style. So that's that one. And then the final one was nettle, honey and ginger. And the idea of that one was basically just to get stinging nettles into a drink, probably is the best way to describe it. So looking at stinging nettles is a really interesting kind of ingredient, and then seeing what can we put with it. So you'll get on the nose of that one, so you get the heat of the ginger, but it's root ginger opposed to like powder ginger sort of flavour, and then you've got all the sweetness of the honey. So it's that's just a really interesting liquid. Quite complex. Again, you can drink it on its own, but that again is really nice with Prosecco because it just gives it this tiny like little edge of sweetness. So that's them really. And then the Cornish sort of basis that the distillery is in Launceston in Cornwall, and that's the kind of the Cornish sort of angle on it. So, but the whole idea of the branding and stuff is just to keep it really, really natural, really fresh. You'll see, like with all of them, you've probably had it with yours, Kate, is that because they're so full of fresh fruit pulp, they almost like separate. You almost have to like shake the fruit pulp into it because it is proper fruit. So yeah, I think it's very exciting, and they do taste fab, as you know.
I know. And I was a low calorie
Say again.
We've got a new low calorie, low sugar Prosecco, and I think we should do some sort of tasting with these.
That sounds very exciting.
Because they do go perfectly with Prosecco, and they're very, I think your point about them being completely natural, they don't have any no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, really, it's that feeling is that kind of synthetic thing that you're kind of quite accustomed to with other kind of products like that. So that would work really, really well with them actually when they come on board. That's exciting.
It is exciting for the cocktail sort of thing. That would work quite nicely for the cocktails and the Prosecco and the mixing up for the summer, summer spring thing. So you do these in this size, which is 20s. Yeah, so you can get the pack of
20. Yeah, so that's the 20. So that's the gift pack that you had. Yeah, which is really nice to gift, and or also just to have for yourself. And you can obviously try all the 3 flavors. So that was the idea of having the smaller bottle and then obviously the large bottles once you kind of picked your fave. And then it's 70 cl, so 20 cls and then 70 cls.
So this started last year. Is there anything else under the Whimsical Forager brand? Like, are you thinking of anything else, or are you really happy with this range and growing this range?
That's kind of the beauty of it, Kate, because effectively there's so many different variations and kind of brand extensions you can do with the current flavors. So like, don't laugh at me, but I'll show it to you actually. Wait there. So I really like cooking and stuff, and food. I really like food. So I started cooking with it quite a lot and thought, well, I'm going to try making a lemon curd with the lemon and basil, which I did, which is really, really nice. And I sell sort of farm shops and stuff. And quite annoyingly, actually, the lemon curd is sold so well that she keeps putting really quite large orders in for jars of lemon curd. And I really don't have the time to make lemon curd regularly. But it's a rabbit hole that I went down, so I'm going to continue. And I've got candles. So all these fun things that you can do, but the idea being that we can bring in new flavors and we can do new extensions, and we can always bring them like seasonal and then kind of like bring them in and out. So one that we're sort of looking at the moment is strawberry and watercress, which would be really nice, kind of like the really kind of sweet strawberry and then like the pepperiness of the watercress. And then like in the winter doing like fig and chestnut, that kind of thing, and then kind of almost like bringing them in and out and having like limited editions and all of that. So that's kind of the idea.
I love how I love how you're just really like fig and chestnut and strawberry and watercress. Like they're not normal flavor profiles. That's something that's different. So it is the foodie in you, the creative in you thinking, okay, what this is the track, but what can we do?
And then, so exactly that. So take a really familiar flavor and then something that definitely goes with it, but it's not expected. So it's like just unexpected a little bit, but works. And I think that's the thing with the three of them that exist currently, is it is unexpected but totally works. And even if you've got people that are like, oh, I don't really like aniseed, I'm not really sure about tarragon, but the freshness of the orange is so great that actually even if you don't think you like it, you probably will. So that's kind of those.
So I'm going to order via my own shop the lemon and basil, the large one. And do you sell candles?
To one woman in Poundbury at the moment, because again, really not. I don't really know why. I don't know why I did it, but no, and I can do. That's the idea. So they're made with the liqueurs. Yeah, so they're all like soy candles, and then they're made with the liqueurs to kind of give them the fragrance profile. So yes, what I might do is outsource that little bit of the business, because it's a little bit time consuming and stressful. And my children like to get involved and stick their hands in hot wax, and it's not ideal, so but the point being, from like a branding perspective, there's just like so many different things that like little avenues and stuff we can just explore. So it's exciting as a brand because it's just got so much kind of breadth to it. So
I agree. Well, you set your for that. Yeah. So talking of steps into other areas.
Yes.
Now this is going to be a bit of a shock for everybody. Like I feel like what? So everything you've just said, beautiful, credible, all of that. Yeah. That all still stands, everybody. Remember this. Remember how beautiful Whimsical Forager is. Tell me about, now don't everybody have a heart attack, please, because they have been kicking themselves. Tell us about these. I can almost feel the comments. People are like, what? So, and I was like that. I was like, what are we doing? What's going on? Are we okay? What is going on? What
is going on? So I like to go, this is me by day.
Oh,
yes, all very demure and all very well put together. And then the shots come out and the gloves come off and it all goes a bit crazy, and it was all lots of fun. So obviously, like I said, my background, or the latest company that I work for, is shot category, it's spirits, it's all of that. And there was definitely, sort of from an insight perspective, a little bit of a gap in the market. Everyone loves doing shots, let's be honest, they do. Everyone loves that kind of occasion moment of all having a bit of a shot together, but they don't necessarily want the high strength. It's more about the actual experience over the actual liquid. So again, this is about when I said originally for the nettle, ginger and honey, to try and integrate stinging nettle. It was like, wouldn't it be really, really fun to make a stinging nettle shooter that makes your lips tingle?
Which, even at 10:30, after chatting to my friends and having a few gins a couple of weeks ago, and they said, what's that? So they were there, weren't they? what's that on the back? I was like, do you know what? I don't know. I'm going to speak to Belen about these soon. And I just went glug. And they said, what's it like? And I went, first of all, it's actually quite nice. And secondly, my lips were going, it was like you put that stuff on.
Lip venom. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the right
idea.
That makes your lips go, and I could feel myself going, oh, hello, like I've got skinny lips anyway, like I was getting a bit of a pout on. So, so where's this going?
Right, that is in terms of liquid. So it's stinging nettle, reaper chili, and grapefruit. So that's where you get all the heat and the tingle from. But then it was like, wouldn't it be really, really clever to go, well, what happens after you get stung by a stinging nettle?
I love this.
Cool.
It's really cool.
So you need your little antidote shot to take the sting away from your lips. So you need your dock leaf shooter, which is dock leaf, chamomile, and mint. And then I don't know if you've had a glug of that one, but that one instantly cools your mouth back down. So it's basically like a really fun dual shot. So really experiential, really poppy, really bright, really different. And yes, obviously very different Whimsical Forager, but kind of very kind of key sort of at the moment. Certainly lockdown 2 has made everyone go a bit cray, and you know, shots and that kind of like celebration moment is really going through the roof. So it was just kind of doing something fun, tapping into that, and making something completely different. And that was it. Cool, huh? You love it?
Cool. I think it's really cool and really interesting. And the dock leaf one did do exactly what you said. The chamomile and the mint in it. I felt first of all, that was my favourite out of the two, and I was drinking them, but drank them both like that. I didn't pour them out of a glass or anything. I remember saying to my friends, I could actually drink that. I could actually sit and sip that. It's quite sweet, but you could sit and sip that as a.
But that's the beauty of them. It's all the branding and the whole kind of like proposition is really fun, but they're really good liquids, and they actually, you know, they're made properly with great integrity, and they're gorgeous, and they look great on your shelf, and they stand out, don't they? And they are a little bit of a party piece, and they're just great for a party if you've got people coming around or what have you, and it's just a really fun thing to pull out, and it's a bit of fun. But also the brand, I think the branding's really on point, and we can do loads of cool stuff with it. So
I agree with you. The idea here exclusively for trade?
No, so I mean it's available direct to consumer, but obviously my background is quite on trade. It is bars and restaurants and clubs and stuff. And obviously that's going to be a real core part of what I do with it as a brand. But there's certainly something in it in terms of just that having a bit of a fun thing to pull out at the end of a party at home. So
wait a minute, you put these on Sip and Share?
Sorry, darling. I think we should. What do you think, though? Yeah.
I'm like, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do a tasting with this. If Sip and Share is born on the premise of choice and breadth and interesting stuff, who am I to sit here and go, someone's not going to like it, when I'm, as we well know, totally up for a party.
As we do know, last time I was with you and I was singing my little socks off.
As we do. Leslie is saying, so you can buy them. Yes, Leslie, we're going to get them on. I'm going to do it.
Come on, let's do it. Oh, Leslie, you'll love them. But yes, you will love them.
We're both looking at Leslie going, Leslie's taking these out to the park. These will go on Leslie's shelf right behind them. She'll do it. We know. Leslie, I'll get them on. Buy them. Let's do a tasting. Let's do like a little exciting thing together. Yeah. Leslie, our next Meet the Member, and we'll do these together. That would be cool.
That'd be very fun. That's really yes.
Are these ones only in 70 centilitre bottles? Have you just done them?
They are only in 70 centilitre bottles at the moment. So, but I'm working on getting some we've got some little sample vessels that we can use for a tasting. So we can always do that. But then the view is at some point it's bringing in sort of a smaller offering at some point, which will be really, gifting and stuff because they are fun. But at the moment they're just in 70s. Yes.
I feel like this would be up for a dare.
It's a bit like that. It is a bit like that, yeah.
Like I want to position it as let's put them on and maybe put them on as a duo. Are they sold as a duo at the moment?
Yeah, and I mean, obviously you can buy them separately, but the whole idea is that they are a duo and they go alongside each other. So
let's do that as a duo. And it's kind of like the whole premise is like a bit for the brave, isn't it? It's a bit giving it a go.
Yeah,
you know?
so the whole sort of tagline on it is like grasp the nettle, effectively. So it's very much
yeah. I'm excited about that. Oh my goodness. Good. So when did they launch then, these two, the Dock Shot and the Stinger?
So effectively, probably worst time ever from a on-trade perspective, or from a bars and nightclub, literally probably just before lockdown 2 hit. So really, you know, it's now's their kind of like time to shine, really. So that they're out and there's stock and it's available. But really, we're sort of talking now. We're sort of launching now properly. But they're very exciting. They're very exciting.
The fact that you have all the sounds good. The ability to create that range, you know, from the Whimsical Forager stuff, all the interesting things there through to this, makes you really exciting, Bella, to be honest.
Thanks, Kate. I think you're really exciting too.
All we want in it, bit exciting, a little drink.
It is. But most people, I mean, and also when it was sort of like at concept stage and you speak to people, like everyone's got a bit of both in them, haven't they? Or most people that we know that like a drink, they can drink Whimsical Forager all day long and have a lovely time, and they've all got the capacity to go, do you know what, it's time to get the shots out and dance around the table. So I think, I mean, most people have got a bit of both in them. So you know, it's kind of just those two different sides, and they're two obviously completely disparate brands, but you know.
Have you into the party?
Yes, and I want to talk to you about that. Yes.
I think sip and share bottles of this.
And that would be like our celebration moment. Everyone getting together and having a little shot together. It's perfect occasion for it, isn't it? And I do need to talk to you about that. And yes, I'm coming. Let's do it.
Right then. Oh my goodness. Well, can you believe I've smelt them and resisted temptation for the whole 20?
Well, I was wondering. I didn't know whether we were going to be partaking in a little tasting together. But
let's get these on. Here's the plan. Let's get these on over the next couple of days. I'll get them on for Friday for GVC. Yep. Get them on. See who buys them. Set a date, like a midweek shot, like a secret little midweek shot in the group. Let's do it.
Sure.
And then as I want to record it as well. People go,
let's do it. No, because I've seen a couple of videos of people tasting it for the first time, and it is really funny seeing the reactions, because it is but the thing is, it's 22% ABV, so it's all about mouthful. It's not about completely blowing someone's pieces with high alcohol content. It's all about flavor. So it is a really fun little moment, so we should definitely record it. That'd be very, very cool. Having done them,
it's not a fear of strong alcohol that's going to make you go, whoa, like
exactly.
If you're Sambuca, or if you're doing a tequila or something that's really high alcohol, then there's the excitement of the experiencing of doing it with somebody. But it's usually I don't care what I'm drinking, like what you said. I don't care what I'm drinking. I just want the collaborative. The great thing about this is the taste is nice. You still get the experience and you get the tingly thing. Leslie, I want these for my 50th garden party on Friday the 8th and 9th of May. They're coming on. We'll get them on. I'll get it.
Get them on. And you know what I'm thinking, Leslie? I can see you in my head, and I'm thinking Stinger t-shirt with rhinestone lips on it. That's got Leslie written all over it.
Like 2 of those.
Yeah. I'm making them. Or do you know what I thought, Kate? And this wasn't actually my idea, but you know, like flippy sequins, where you've got like green sequins and then you flip down and it becomes pink on the lips.
Yeah, I have young girls know about flippy sequins.
There you go. Yeah.
That's such a good idea. Oh my God, Leslie, we could be twinning. We could be triplets, the 3 of us. People wouldn't know the difference.
Gosh, yeah. Do it. And I am thinking, actually, Leslie, that's one for you. Actually, I am thinking of putting together a power team of Stingerette shot girls, and I reckon we would completely clean up.
Right. What I'm not sure about here, Belen, is you're talking directly to Leslie, and I feel like I'm not included as a shot girl.
No, you are. You're definitely.
You need to be, Leslie would make a cracking shot girl.
We'd all make cracking shot girls. So don't age is
Age is
a number, Kate. It does not matter. Reminds me of the days when I used to work for Desperados, and we used to go into bars dressed as nuns, and then have to get on the tables and dance, pretend to be nuns, and then take our habits off.
Yeah, we have had similar lives. So stuff like this. Yeah, it's not my age I was worried about. Actually, it was more my physical appearance. But anyway, it's absolutely.
Oh my God.
I'm up for it.
And here's another one for you. And UV hair dye. So it's, do you see it? You got it, and you go into the clubs, and then we start glowing.
I'm always up for. I would wear some sort of eye mask, like you can look through the there's so much brand extension. Brand extension. Oh, right. Well, on that.
That's exciting.
That is exciting. On that, very excitable. Look how excited we got so easily on a Tuesday lunchtime. What's going on? Imagine if it was a Saturday night.
I know, that was my concern actually about October. It's like it could go off, it could go off.
Yeah,
great.
Pints of water for everyone and pizza at 10:30. That's what's happening. Everyone would line them up as a shot of water, slice of pizza, back to the dance floor.
Yeah, and then back on. Perfect.
And then back on, and then nettle. How brave are you, nettle or dock leaf or both? But we do responsible drinking.
Always. Yeah.
Right then. On that note, before I get myself into hot water. Right, let's leave everyone to their Tuesday lunchtime. Go back to your jobs. Go and carry on with work, everybody. Carry on with your work. Thank you for joining us. It was lovely to see you, Belen. Lovely to see you
too, my darling. So nice to see you.
One of them. Get them on the shop. And let's do fun stuff soon.
We will. Always. All right.
Yeah. All right. See you later, lovely. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.